What's poppin', y'all? This is Deidre with One Shot Game. Man, you already know how the motto go. You get one shot at life, but a lifetime to learn all the game you need to help improve your life. The choice is yours. Now, as I always say, you get two choices. The life that has been faithfully designed for you and the ability to pave the new path towards your destiny. That choice is also up to you. So listen, before I get into the title of my video, I want to say a big shout out to all my supporters. You guys are great. And even the ones behind the scenes, I see y'all too. So, hey, look, the title of this video is going to be on the fact that as the world evolves and grows, it is certain knowledge that will be explored to the world to help change the dynamics on the laws of what has kept us trapped due to the old system. You know what I'm saying? And oftentimes a lot of people don't want to believe in new knowledge because they're so comfortable and set in their ways of what they've been knowing. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of hard to adjust to new information to help understand and process how to grow. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, listen, I'm a firm believer in the universe. Yes. You know what I'm saying? I do believe that you're put in certain situations and able to have certain relationships with certain people in order for you to learn a lesson you need to be able to evolve at some point in your life. But this is what I do also know. The old way of, you know what I'm saying, living is to have your faith and trust in God, you know what I'm saying, and the universe, you know, and I strongly do believe in that. I do. But I've also come across people in my life that have chose to side with the dark side, and they, you know what I'm saying, gave up their hope in God. They gave up believing in a force bigger than them, due solely because of, you know what I'm saying, their mind and how they have done some things, or some things have been done to them that they haven't been able to forgive themselves for. You know what I'm saying? And I truly believe that as people, you can't believe in something without faith and hope. You know what I'm saying? God just does not come down and bless people out of nowhere who decide that it's okay to rob, steal, and hurt other people. You know what I'm saying? And oftentimes it be the people that have a whole life behind the scenes because of their pain that they refuse to show people, that keeps them from elevating in life and growing, not realizing that, you know what I'm saying, in order to grow in your life, you have to put in the work. You know what I'm saying? You have to give the universe, God, Allah, whoever you choose to pray to, a map, you know what I'm saying, feeling of that you have hope in yourself to be able to have the blessings bestowed upon you. You feel me? To be able to grow in your life. You know what I'm saying? And it starts with your mindset. But at the same time, it starts with the people around you. You know what I'm saying? It starts with your influence. It starts with your guidance. You know what I'm saying? Listen, it may be hard and confusing for a lot of people to understand, but you have to really look at it in a different way. You ever think and wonder why some people, like, you know what I'm saying, imitate and copy and want to be other people? Because they carry, you know what I'm saying, the energy of God, which is basically the balance of the masculine and feminine energy, to where you're able to create a aurora about yourself, where you're able to grow in ways that maybe other people can't. You know what I'm saying? As humans, you know, we are put onto this earth for a reason. You know what I'm saying? We populate majority of the world. Without us, there would be no world. Without our brains, there would be no ideas. Without, you know what I'm saying, our brains, there would be no systems that grow and improve. Phones grow and improve from a Nokia with Snake to an iPhone because of someone's ability to tap into their self and bring that knowledge to the forefront. You know what I'm saying? Cars improve because of people's knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Listen and understand. I'm all for, you know what I'm saying, trusting and believing in a higher power. Very true indeed, But at the same time, I do steal wisdom and knowledge from other people that I can learn from that have passed certain lessons that maybe I haven't. I do not have to make it known that I'm taking this wisdom and applying it to my life, but I am. You know what I'm saying? And maybe right then and there you may not see it, but as I get older or in certain ways, you're watching. You know what I'm saying? We're paying attention to what people do. You see, oh, okay, well, you feel me? She's incorporating the things that, you know what I'm saying? I told her it just had to wait for the right time. It's like taking a disc out, you feel me, and putting a new one in to get that information, but it's stored in your memory bank until it's able to be used at a certain time. And then you start paying attention, like, okay, you feel me? She actually was paying attention. She actually was listening. You know what I'm saying? We get guidance and strength from other people. And I know they say, again, only believe in God, only trust in God. I get it. But I don't think people understand the bigger picture. Is the fact that without leading yourself in the right way to get guidance from people that actually want to see people grow, instead of getting guidance from people that don't want to see people grow because of their life circumstances, they don't have no love or hope for anybody else other than themselves. You know what I'm saying? And when you get guidance from those people, you're going to lead yourself in a ditch, or you're going to be turned to what they think, which means you're going to have this way of thinking where you don't believe that anyone else can help you. You know what I'm saying? Or you can go in a different direction where you get guidance and influence from people that actually love to see people grow. You feel me? So they're going to be honest with you. They're going to tell you the truth. They're going to give you wisdom to help you believe in yourself so that you can have the extra push needed to grow. You know what I'm saying? Listen, it's a necessary component in growth in life, because oftentimes if you are not someone that pays attention to the signs, or you're able to take wisdom and guidance and someone being honest about, maybe something they've experienced and they went down that lane and they found out that that wasn't cool and they did it a different way. If you're totally blocked off from that, you know what I'm saying? I'm telling you right now, trust and believe, the universe will allow you to keep bumping your head until you get yourself in a situation you can't get out of. So let me give an example so to make it easier for someone to understand. You know what I'm saying? When someone has been turned to the dark side due to their circumstances and how they grew up, right? Their mindset is the type of mindset where it's all about them. They don't care. And they've been in so much hurt and pain that they really don't think about others like people would think. They just have this certain demeanor that they put on of being nice because they know and understand that it gets them what they want. You know what I'm saying? From other people. But they make it to where it's short and sweet. But if you were around that person for long periods of time, you'll be able to see that they're irritated fast. Certain things get to them, which lets you know that their soft, nice, kind demeanor is something that they pretend in order to get what they want. They really work for the dark side, right? So these people oftentimes tend to not believe in anyone, no hope, no one giving them advice, no one giving them guidance. So what they do is they move in the wrong direction until they bump their head so many times that it's either a serious consequence or death. Let me tell you. So imagine, you feel me, you are, say, a young man. I'm just going to use that for an example, who, grew up without a father. The mom is, searching for love in all types of men. He's not really getting the guidance that he wants. He goes outside into the streets, right? He clicks up with an older dude who runs a gang that has him running packs. You know what I'm saying? He's been running all these packs all this time. But that one time, he get into a situation where he runs the pack. And for whatever reason, the dude, you feel me, that he's running the pack for shorted the pack. And so the dude he's dropping it off to feels some type of way about him dropping it off. He don't know who did it, but he thinks the boy did it solely because the pack ain't matching up like how I normally do. You know what I'm saying? So now the dude feels as if the young dude is trying to, you feel me, mock him, make fun of him, short him on his cash. So he plays it off, you feel me? The young dude don't say nothing. You feel me? Or he mentioned it to the dude he got the pack from, and the older dude plays it off like, I didn't do that. Are you sure it wasn't you? Da-da-da, this, that, and the third. You feel me? So he plays it off. You feel me? He shakes it off. He act like it's nothing, but he's going home and he's really thinking how the dude he dropped the pack off to is feeling some type of way. You know what I'm saying? About the pack being short. He told his big homie, and he basically made it seem as if it's him, but he know it's not him. You know what I'm saying? Instead of getting out or coming up with an alternative or going somewhere and hiding and getting a job, you still continue to run packs for this older dude that you know just made it seem as if it was you who shorted the pack when you know it wasn't you. So you pick up a pack again from the dude, hoping that, you feel me, it won't happen again. Just logical thinking, because you want to have trust in your big homie. You know what I'm saying? And you take the pack again, and again it's short. This time, the dude doesn't give you no opportunity. He kills you. So you were waiting on God to give you a sign, but he gave you the signs. And the signs were when you went home that day and you had a confrontation, you feel me, with the big homie who's made it seem like it was your fault, when really he's dealing with, you feel me, his child's mother getting on him about, you feel me, things needed for his kids. So he shorted the pack, and he didn't want to make it seem like it was his fault because of his struggles at home. He put it on you. And because you need love outside of everything but yourself, you believe that instead of believing what your heart is telling you when you got home, knowing that you didn't do it. And you continued to run packs for this man. And now you was hoping and praying that God came to save you. And not to be rude or disrespectful, but he did. He took you out your misery because you didn't have the wisdom enough to listen to your heart and your guidance by understanding and knowing, listen, this person that you're looking up to is not really who you should be looking up to, because he has his own trauma and his own, you know what I'm saying, things he's going through. So he blamed it on you. And you just wanted to believe him and trust in him, that now you took a trip to the upper room solely because you didn't go with your heart and your gut and just stop running packs. Find out a way, if he really care about you, to get out the game. Even if you got to go disappear, go work at Burger King, something, figure it out. But running packs wasn't the move. You kept intentionally bumping your head, not listening to the signs, because you were warned. I promise you were warned. It came in your mind when you approached your big homie and told him that the pack was short. And because of his insecurities for what he got going on, he didn't want to tell you it was him. So he let the blame be on you. And he did it again with the intention of you not getting out or being aware of listening to your mind when you went home and was like, you know what, it really wasn't me. I didn't do it. So if it wasn't me, it had to be him. He's lying. I'm not going to keep running packs for someone that, you feel me, wants to throw me under the bus. Before you even took a second thought to even trust your intuition and your mind, you continue to run packs. And now you out of there. You know what I'm saying? That is how the God warns people before they're able to get in a situation that he can't predict the outcome based off of somebody else. You know what I'm saying? You can't just expect God to just come down and, you know what I'm saying, magically send a, you feel me, prayer over your life and everything changes. You have to do some of the work. You have to put some of the work in. You have to really want to change. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I could always go back on all my videos I've done, but it's proof. I wanted better for myself when I came home. I worked at it. I stayed in hotels. I finally got my own apartment. I got good jobs. You feel me? I had a car. I worked at all that stuff. That's because that's what I wanted. That is progress in order for you to be strong enough to handle the battle that's going to come next. Is the reason why, you feel me, I'm in a situation that I'm in. And people may be looking at it from the outside looking in, but it come with bad days. It come with struggles too. It come with demons I gotta fight too. It ain't all what you think you see. You feel me? This is real life for real. It's just being able to have the mindset to challenge the darkness, because I've been studying it for so long. I now know that if I fall for it, I could possibly end up meeting my demise, simply because I refuse to, you feel me, tap into the wisdom and the guidance of myself. You know what I'm saying? So that example can go both ways for men and women. It's not exempt, you feel me, to nobody. Versus a younger, you feel me, woman or young boy linking up with someone that has went through those struggles, that wants to see them do better, and is looking at them, you feel me, at least trying, offers them a job in their company, looks at their growth, no matter what people say. So what? You ain't in the streets, you ain't being a thug, you ain't been a gangster. Your emotions and your thoughts want something better for your life. You know what I'm saying? And you're listening to someone guide you in an area where it's like, hey, you know what I'm saying? That street life is appealing. It look good. The fast money is good only because I've been in it. But I know what comes with that. You know what I'm saying? I see you putting in the work. I see you doing what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? And you're staying focused. You got a hustle mentality. Come work for me and take guidance and advice. It's sort of like a mentor that's going to help guide you in the direction you want to go in. You know what I'm saying? Listen, and if you're a person that, you know, has ties with the streets, it's going to be a struggle listening to that mentor. You're going to have people from the past come and test you. You're going to have people that come over and try to say, hey, look, what you doing over there? You need to come to the streets. Let's get this fast money. They're going to come to you and maybe working in whatever business for the mentor. You may not have all the flashy things yet. You know what I'm saying? You may not have all the nicest things yet. You know what I'm saying? And so someone will come to you or see you out in the streets and they got this and they got that. Don't get tempted. You feel me? Flashy money and nice things is cool, but depending on how those people get those things is going to be the same very thing that takes them out, versus you working slow and steady on a path to wait your time and accumulate what comes to you as you're being patient. You know what I'm saying? Getting everything fast oftentimes comes with serious consequences and fast results. When you take your time and you stay the course and you're surrounded around people that's motivating you and wanting to see you grow, you know what I'm saying? It's easier for you to tap into you and listen to the guidance that God is giving you to be able to prevent you from, you know what I'm saying, getting in serious situations like that. You feel me? Because maybe that dude that see you on the street, he a local drug dealer. You know what I'm saying? Somebody see him talking to you and it's at the perfect spot at the right time, because maybe you're working in a business where one of those people got to go to. You know what I'm saying? They see this drug dealer who probably, you know, sold their mom some bad crack. She overdosed and died. And that nigga get out and start shooting. You know what I'm saying? Not realizing that your mentor also got a pass too. So he got security. They come running out, protect you from getting, you feel me, an early demise. But the dude who sold the bad crack ends up dying. You feel me? Listen, let me tell you something. This shit deep. And it's a very real thing. And you can't just be out here, you feel me, thinking that your life is going to be exempt from what you know, basically because you're trying to move right. You know what I'm saying? And you can't think that it's going to be, oh, God is just going to bless me, but you moving wrong and you're not trying to move right. You feel me? It's a structure to this, meaning you have to be able to be wise enough to keep yourself separated from people who spiritually and mentally don't want to see you grow because they're mad and upset about their own lives. And they're feeling as if you got a ticket out, you know what I'm saying? And they didn't. Without realizing, like, look, you don't want to put in the work. It's people I see all the time that want more better for themselves, but they wake up and they do the same thing every day. You know what I'm saying? You're not trying. There's plenty of outlets that you can go to and try to improve and make a right turn instead of a left. But every time you issue something out, it's always an excuse. It's always this and always that. So you're basically forcing yourself to stay in a lane where it could be potentially dangerous for you. You know what I'm saying? Listen, it's a real thing. But what I've come to realize is that faith and hope in God is basically faith and hope in yourself. And it's the ability to understand and realize how powerful energy is and how strong it works. When you're someone that, you know what I'm saying, has a history of basically struggle, you know what I'm saying, prostitution, drugs, all that, people are banking on you to stay in that history and let it take you out. But when you have the ability to see the way out and you choose to go on an alternative route, you know what I'm saying, with understanding and knowledge of how that system works, but you're taking a different route, it will be people that are still stuck over here that will intentionally try to irritate you or piss you off or entice you to get you to come back. You have to be strong enough to fight. you know what I'm saying, your old life, but also wise enough to understand everything you learned in that is going to help you to stay on the right path if you really want it for real. The signs will be there. God will give you the guidance. He will put angels in your life. He will give you people that want to see you do good. It's just, are you willing to listen to those people and listen to your guidance? Or are you just feeling as if I only listen to God? Listen and understand and know that if you don't have the wisdom enough to believe in yourself and you just waiting on God to, you feel me, put a blessing in your life, when you go around, you feel me, instead of getting a job robbing people and then somebody is smarter than you and then rob you back or kill you, like, listen, it's a confusing thing, but it's reality. It's real. You know what I'm saying? You can't just be sitting around doing nothing hoping that God is going to come bless you without taking the first step, without letting go of the people that don't want to see you grow and getting yourself surrounded around people that are focused on growing. You know what I'm saying? Those are going to be the people that motivate you and want to see you grow. You know what I'm saying? Not the people that want to still keep you trapped in family history, in how your life is supposed to go, period. You know what I'm saying? Listen, and it's hard to understand, but it's a real thing. I spend a lot of, you know what I'm saying, time alone, but I do listen to, listen to your phone could be your best teacher without you having to ever wonder or second guess on if a person's real, if they smiling in your face but acting like they for you, if they not. You know what I'm saying? Until you're able to grow in yourself to figure out who is faking and who's telling the truth. And sometimes it'll still be confusing, but I promise you, you'll be more sharper and understanding certain situations, so you could be able to know, okay, I done did this before, I'm doing it again, but I feel something ain't right. And then you'll get more knowledge to be able to stop and go a different route. But without that knowledge of knowing yourself, you know what I'm saying, you'll keep going and you'll end up, you feel me, your demise in situations that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? People be, listen, not really understanding sometimes why God chooses to make the choices that he makes. But y'all gotta really be real. Reality is energy, and energy is strong enough to take somebody out or put somebody in the wrong circumstances, or, you know what I'm saying, simply because people are pretending and faking like they're moving in a certain direction, but their past is still attached to them because they haven't figured out a way to completely detach. It's real and it takes time. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's a whole piece of the pie. It's God, it's you feel me? It's your energy, it's your environment, it's your people, you feel me? It's the things you choose to do, you feel me? All that in life constructs on how to get to a space where you're strong enough to be able to block out the enemy and go towards the light. The darkness will forever be there. People lost their heart to the darkness a long time ago. So no matter what type of person you are, they want to see you fail because they're on the side of the darkness and they know that you were once over there, and will do anything they can to get you back. You have to be wise enough to know, because God will give you the signs. Hey, look, that life is not for you. You can choose to go over there if you want, and I promise you everything you're going to do is going to fail. All of it. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not supposed to be over there. So if that's what you want and you want to be stressed out and you want to be trying to, you feel me, figure things out and have stressful mind periods where, listen, I could take you right back there of where you always been. Your choice. You feel me? Or you can choose to follow the light over here, and I can show you how you can become peaceful. It may not be exactly in your time frame, but it will be in good graces to make sure you're okay and you survive. I've been doing it your whole life. It's just you didn't, you know what I'm saying, put your mentality as the main focus. You were too busy chasing after people who were not good for you. It's now time where you spend time alone, you figure out who you are, you attract the people that's good for you, you take good advice, you learn life from your experiences, and you tend to move in a way that alleviates the stress of your past life. I'm telling you, it's a very real thing, but it's complicated and it's hard to believe. You know what I'm saying? I do very much trust and believe in God, but I do know that if you choose to keep being out there robbing and stealing and, you feel me, moving wrong and backwards and just hoping that God is going to come down and change your life. And then you decide to one day be so broke, you go and rob somebody, and that be your last day robbing somebody. That's the consequence for you not being able to listen to yourself and the signs. He gave you what you wanted. He took you out of your misery and your struggle, so you'll never rob another person again. Simple as that. You feel me? Listen, this is a real thing. I do have a lot of trust and a lot of faith in a higher power. I do. But I also have that same trust and faith in myself. Being able to understand who's good for me and who's not, and getting wisdom from people that understand the science and the history of the struggle and just purely want to be able to make a way for themselves by understanding and knowing who's good for you and who's not. Because the enemy will attack you and people who are smiling too, and you won't even know. You'll think they're for you, but they're not. Until, you feel me, you listen to yourself, you get an inkling, you get a thought that'll remind you, why am I thinking about this person? Because 9 times out of 10, you feel me, oftentimes they're sending negative or positive energy your way. It's a very real thing. You feel me? Never misstep on you and your guidance, and understanding and realizing why they say that the wrong people could be bad for you. Like, people embody the energy of the godlike energy in themselves. That's why oftentimes you see us glorifying celebrities, not realizing they're humans too. But why do you think that is? It's because it's what our thought process is told to believe. The things we see on TV, the things we see on the internet, you know what I'm saying? God intervenes in that, but that is a big focus that a lot of people as humans pay attention to, which leads them right into a path of destruction. It's a new time and a new age, you know what I'm saying? And I believe if you take a little bit from everything and incorporate it into your pie, it'll help you be able to use your discernment to know that, you feel me, you grew up in a certain way, you was taught to believe a certain way due to how those people learned. You took your wisdom and your game from that, and you learned how to better improve yourself. Now you're over in the light side, you're learning something new. But understand, the devil and the negative energy is going to still attack you, because everybody wants to be able to get to the light instead of being taken out by their darkness. Simple as that. You know what I'm saying? And now you're just better at fighting it. You know what I'm saying? You're better at understanding and looking at and paying attention and knowing and using your wisdom and not, you feel me, ignoring your thoughts. If your head is telling you something ain't right, 9 times out of 10 is telling you it right. Now you got to think smarter to be able to alleviate that so you don't end up in a ditch. Straight like that. You feel me? So listen, it's complicated, but it's a real thing. I do trust and believe in God again, but I also believe that there are people out there that actually want to see people do better. You know what I'm saying? But it takes them learning and hitting their head a couple of times before they finally get an understanding. This ain't good for me. This is not what I'm supposed to be doing, and it takes time. But think, people who converted to the dark side, doesn't matter how many times they bump their head. I've seen it. Men will keep going back to jail 89,000 times just to get out and do the same thing because they're more impressed with their reputation instead of staying alive. You know what I'm saying? So listen, if you don't know what it is, I just told you. Please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe.